Today we are going to study case statement. So this is again one type of conditional statements. Suppose we required several values from user. For example, suppose we want to read character. Suppose we enter small c or capital C, or we enter what you can say, suppose two letters together. Okay, like this. And suppose we write a script in order to identify whether letters are in uppercase or in lowercase. Okay, and suppose we want to print this value also. Suppose we have 0 to 9, and suppose we want to have, if we press 0 and we expect action like this, the number is 0. Okay, so we want to execute this result. So 0 to 9, suppose we enter 0, we require number is 0. If we press 1, then we should get this result 1, like this. So here in such situation, see, we have here 10 digit, 0, 1, 2 up to 9. There are total 10 digits. Okay, and suppose here we want to identify, this one will be one script, and suppose we have another script for which we have to identify letter. Suppose we enter C or capital C, so we required for C, result will be like this. The entered letter is in lowercase. Okay, that is small letters. Entered letter is in lowercase. Okay, if we enter capital C, then we want to get the entered letter is in uppercase. Okay, so here A to Z, there are 26 letters, and capital A to capital Z, again there are 26. So you have to write, if we use if else statement, you have to write this. If letter is A, so you have to write like this. If letter is A, if letter is A, then you have to write echo. It is in, the entered letter is in small or lowercase. So you have to write this. Okay, this is action here. Echo, the entered letter in is in lowercase. So you have to write this 26 times. And again, we have 26 capital letters. So you have to write if else statement 52 times. Okay. So that will be very complicated, time consuming process. Okay. So when if else statement becomes very bulky, okay, in that situation only we use case statement. Okay, so this is the alternative for if else, okay, statement, or you can say elif, better way, because we have more than one conditions. Okay, so here in case statement, what is the syntax? First we discuss syntax. Okay, so for case statement, our syntax will be like this. Okay, so while writing script, we write in this way. Suppose we start with case. Okay, just like in if else statement, elif, or we can say in if statements, we start by if. Okay, so we enter some variable. Okay, so we have some variable. Okay, then we write in. So this is our first line. Now what is a variable? So variable may be anything. Okay, so suppose we have option, first option. Okay, that means here we are assigning option 1 to variable. Okay, variable is option 1, variable is option 1. If so, as I told you, this is an alternative for if statement. This is an alternative for if statement. So if we have variable, and if variable takes this value, option 1 value, then execute action 1. Okay, then execute action 1. So this variable, or you can say option 1, variable is equal to option 1. Right, after writing option 1, compulsory you have to close the bracket. And after writing option 1, here space, you can put space or you can avoid a space. Okay, because we saw in if statement, when we write condition, you have to put compulsory space here, and in between this we write condition. So here space is not required, and if you keep the space, then also okay, no problem. Okay, you can execute the script. Okay, so we prefer to place a space here. Okay, so let us go for next. If variable is, okay, if variable is not this option 1, then what we do, we write option 2. If entered variable is option 2, then takes action 2. Okay, if variable is option 3, then execute this action. Okay, and friends, very important, after writing action 1, you have to write a semicolon. You have to write a semicolon twice. This should be in the next line. So after action 2, we write this. So this is a standard syntax. Okay, so option 3, we write semicolon like this. Okay, done. Then after finishing all action, we give asterisk symbol. That means this is something like full stop. Okay, so this is the end. And if all these, option 1 is not satisfied, option 2 is not satisfied, option 3 is not satisfied, then there is a default action. Okay, that means if variable doesn't take any value, either variable is not equal to option 1, not equal to option 2, not equal to option 3, then it will execute this. It will execute this action. Okay, For option 1, we have action 1. For option 2, we have action 2. For option 3, we have action 3. And for remaining other than 1, 2, 3, options 1, 2, 3, we have this default action. Okay. And then we write this. Okay. So here we end the condition by writing ECAC. Okay. ESEC, that is exactly opposite of case. We write case in the reverse way. E, then we write S, then we write A, we write C. That is ESAC. Okay. So this is conclusion. This is the conclude of this case statement. Okay. So,
Hello.
huh,
In that case, it is going to work as a switch case statement. Like,
switch, that means you are saying switch we use in Java.
no, any programming. Normally, these conditional operators are there, right? Case one, option 1, 2, 3.
Hmm.
So whenever we are going to use case,
Hmm.
at the end of that situation is nothing but opposite of this ESAC, right?
Hmm. Correct.
So whenever we are going to perform some actions and it is not going to work, then default action will automatically get used.
Correct. If suppose we have some variable, and if you enter option 1, that means here first variable is equal to option 1. If this is not the case, option 1 is not entered. If we enter option 2, this action takes place. If we enter option 3, this action takes place. And suppose you entered any value other than option 1, option 2, option 3, in that case you will get this action.
If you are not going to use that default action, then
It will not show anything. It will show direct your home path.
okay, that case statement will not work then,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
Okay.
So next one is, now let us write one script. We write suppose a script like this. Okay. So write a script to read number from user. Okay. And to write number in the form of letter. Okay. In the form of letter. So that means if we enter to numerical form, then we want to perform action like this. The entered number is 2. Suppose like this. Okay. Suppose we enter 3, then enter number is 3. THREE. Okay, in this way. So what should be the syntax? Okay, what should be the syntax? So what we do here first, okay, so we start by using this command, read command. Okay, so here we write read dash p, and we write in double quote, enter any number between 0 to 9. Okay, so we echo enter any number between 0 to 9. Okay, so we have this, and let us define some variable. Say we write number, and for number we use no. Okay, it is better to write nu. Okay, so any read -p, in double quote we write enter any number between 0 to 9. Now you know friends, when we use -p, then this is something like echo command. Okay, so it will echo this statement, enter any number between 0 to 9, and this nu after double quote, whatever we write, this will be our variable. Okay, so this part is done. Okay, so here variable is a nu. Okay, so this is because we want to take input from user. Okay, when we run the script, terminal is going to ask you to enter this number. Okay, so we start now case statement. So first we write case, and then we write variable. Now here variable is nu. Okay, in, that means if variable is this, in that case. Okay, so we write first 0. Okay, then what will be action? Action will be, first action will be, or we write like this, echo. Okay, echo, the number is 0. Done. Like this. If 1, echo, see after writing first action, you have to put semicolon. Okay, so we write 1, then we write echo, the number is 1. Okay, and so on. So you have to write this 9 times. Okay, so here we have, now let us execute this command first, execute this script first. Okay, so first we switch to terminal. Are you able to see the screen? Is it visible?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So see, yesterday there was this was our script file. Okay, file1.sh. So we edit the same file. Okay, so we want to enter, say here we write any number. Enter any number between 0 to 9. Okay, and here we define
हॅलो कपिल सर,
Hello.
हेच मला विचारायचं होतं काल,
हा.
की आपण याला ओव्हरराईट म्हणजे पुढे नाही लिहू शकत ना, त्याच्या या स्क्रिप्टच्या पुढे नाही लिहू शकत ना?
नाही, मग ते काय
हर
होणार?
टाइम वेगळी फाईल करावी लागेल.
हा, वेगळी फाईल करावी लागेल.
ओके
इथे पुढे जर लिहिलं तर मग हे पण एक्झिक्यूट होणार ना.
ओके
हा, एवढ्या सगळ्या कमांड्स एक्झिक्यूट होतील एकत्र.
ओके
Suppose we enter any number between 0 to 9, okay? Say n, or you can write nu. Instead of nu, write n. Okay? So enter any number between 0 to 9. So n will be variable, okay? And we have only one input. So we neglect, we delete remaining inputs. Okay, then we start case statement, conditional case statement by using case. Okay, then variable is n. So for that we use dollar symbol, and n is variable. Okay, on whiteboard I told you to write nu. Instead of nu here I am using n for variable. Okay, number between 0 to 9, instead of nu I am using n. And this is a default in. Okay, and now we write a 0 space and we close this by round bracket. Okay, so what does it mean? So when n is equal to 0, so this is action, this is, sorry, not action, this is what you can say, this is n is equal to 0. That means we are assigning 0 to n. Okay, so then we write echo. What is action? Action is this, the number is 0. Okay, so when you enter 0, we get this action. Okay, so we write semicolon twice and then we go to next. Okay, we write 1. So we repeat this. Okay, so okay, so we have this. One. Okay, then we use echo, the number is 1 here. The number is 1. Okay, then next one is, suppose we write 2. Okay, So we have to write this 9 times. Okay. So we have 2. The next number is 2. Okay. Then here number is 3. Then we write colon. Then we write 4. Okay. Then we write same again. So here we have the number is a 4. The next number is a 5. Then here number is 5. Okay. Then next number is 6.
कपिल सर, हॅलो,
Ah,
इज IZ लिहायचंय का IS लिहायचंय?
कुठे?
The number is.
Number is IS लिहायचे. Oh my god. So number is 5. The number is 6. Okay. Next number is 7. The number is 7. Next is 8. And after variable, we write space. Space is not mandatory here. Okay. So number is 7. Now 8. The number is, okay. So we have 8. The number is 9. and we conclude by giving star. Okay, so here we write okay. And suppose what should be default action? See, we are taking value 0. See, we are taking these values. See, values are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay, 7, 8, and 9. If these values are not entered, that means obviously you will enter other values. Okay, so in that case, we write enter value between 0 and 9. Okay, enter the value between 0 and 9. Okay, so this is the default action when entered number is not in between 0 and 9. Okay, so let us finish this condition by writing isaac. Okay, now script is over. So first we save and let us run this by using dot hash file1 dot sh. Okay, see, there is no error. Terminal is asking you to enter any number between 0 and 9. So let us enter 7. Okay, see the output, the number is 7. Let us enter again. First run the script, enter any number between 0 and 7. Suppose we enter 2, then see result, the number is 2. Suppose we enter any number which is not in between 0 and 9. Suppose we enter 15. Okay, so see, we have taking variable n is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. For 0 to 9, you have some action. For 0, the number is then spelling of 0. For 2, the number is TWO. Okay, like this. But 15 number is not in between 0 and 9. In fact, we are not defining any action for 15. Okay, so in that case, default action will take place. Okay, and here we have, oh, there is some error. Okay,
फाईल रन करा ना.
फाइल रन करायला पाहिजे स्टुडंट्स. काय रे, दरवेळी मी चुकतोय. See, enter the value between 0 and 9. Okay, so we have entered 15 and terminal is saying enter the value between 0 and 9, or you can have a result like this also. Okay, so suppose you can write, instead of writing this, because our input is also same now, so we write the entered value is suppose we write like this, the entered value, the entered value is not in between 0 and 9. So this will be better. Okay, so we have, okay, suppose we enter 56. Now see, result, the enter value is not in between 0 and 9, because for 56, for this condition, we are not having any action. Okay. So this is all about case statement. Now suppose we write a script. Suppose we want to write script. Okay. For what? Suppose we enter the name of the brand of the car. Okay. Suppose we have car. Okay. And suppose we want to execute the cost of the car. Okay. So this is car. Car will be your variable. Okay. And we write a script for getting the cost of the car. Okay. So obviously, in order to get input from user, we use this. So we write the brand of the car. Okay. And so this will be asked by terminal, the brand of the car. And then here we write variable car. Okay. In the previous question, in the previous script, n was the variable, and n can take value between 0 and 9. So there are 9 case statements. Actually, only one case statement, but there are 9, you can say, variables. Now let us write the script for this, where car is variable. So suppose first car is, we write first case, and this is variable. Okay, $car. In the previous script, there was a $n, and for number between 0 to 9. Now we are going to enter the brand of the car. So case $car in, that means in the case of this variable, okay, where, what is the car? So let us say it is a Santro. Then what is action? Echo the cost is 4,35,000. Now actually it is outdated car, but it was my first car. That's why I have taken Santro. Okay. Then we write semicolon twice, then enter next brand name. Suppose we have
Make it Wagoner for me.
Wagoner. This is my brother's car. Okay, first car. So Eco. What is the cost of Wagoner?
455.
Was 4 lakh. Okay. Then we take I-20. This is my friend's car. So cost is, and it is slightly more than 4 lakh. So suppose it is around, I think, 7,50,000. Okay. And we have such values. That means you can enter any value. And suppose any brand's name. Okay. For Santro, Wagoner, then I-20, then you can have Verna, then you can have any car, Mercedes, okay, and so on. Suppose we take 5 values, not more than 5. Okay, because my practice of writing is not much. So in order to write script, at least I required 15 minutes. Okay. So if suppose we have 5 brands, okay, and for 5 brands only you have the cost, okay, and suppose we enter any brand other than this, then in that case there will be default action, okay, so that will be given by star, okay, and then there is default action. What is meant by star? Not these values, any value other than these 5 value. In the previous case number was between 0 to 9, so 0 1 2 3, so n was 0 to 9, okay, so any value other than 9 we get this default action. Now here we echo, so the unknown car, unknown, say brand, okay, and then we conclude by writing ISAC, okay, and we get this result, okay. Now friends, it's 12 now, you required at least break of 30 minutes, okay, so do this at home. Tomorrow I will ready with this script, okay, and as soon as we start the class I will run this script, okay. So you know how to write this case statement. Take screenshot of this, okay, and if possible please send me the file so I will do only copy paste, okay. So let us conclude today's session. We will meet tomorrow at the same time, okay. Chalo, bye.